now, it is hot. It's trending on the internet everywhere. It's everywhere now. There is chaos. 18-year-old boy impregnated 10 ladies. 10 ladies. I'll drop. This is the video. This is the picture of the boy and the children or the ladies he impregnated. 10 of them. They are all pregnant for him now. And hear the story how everything happened. This guy is just a young guy of 18 years old. He was sent by his father to go and learn a trade from a guy living in the city. So when he got there, instead of him to go and learn this trade, he now devoted himself to extracurricular activities that led to his impregnating 10 ladies. See the video, see the picture. Very more pregnant, the whole of them. And the surprising thing in it is that one of the ladies or the females he impregnated is his boss's daughter. He impregnated the boss's daughter. He also impregnated a lady that is a sales girl to the guy that they are working together in the same company. Now, by the time he had issues, the owner of the shop, the owner of the outfit raised an alarm, said, "What kind of a person is this? You have not even come. 2 ladies are already pregnant for you." He drove him home to his village. When he got to the village, do you know what he did? He impregnated 8 extra ladies. As you say, he's on rampage. So right now, the issue is that there in the village where he is, the mom is agitated. His mom is disturbed. It has destabilized the woman's mental health to the extent that anytime somebody is seen, she sees him with a lady or with a female gender, she will just start panicking. Who knows whether he has impregnated that one too? And it's like it is a challenge. The lady that brought this news to us upon the fact that it's on the internet, she has a direct contact with this family. She said she asked the guy, "What is it? What happened to you? What went wrong? What do you usually tell these ladies that make them all of them to fall for you and become pregnant?" Yeah, I said he doesn't usually tell them anything. He just tells them that he likes them, he loves them, and that when he grows up and has money, he will marry them. So that is enough for him to just have them in his bed, and the next thing is protuberances. So what is the problem? What do you think is wrong with this guy? Because it's not just like a fabricated story, it's real fact. The lady that got in contact with this guy came online to say that people should please advise her, that they are waiting for her to give an advice on what to say, what to do to this guy, or what to tell the lady, his mom, who has been destabilized to the extent that anytime she sees the guy with a lady, she has a panic attack. Who knows whether some other person is coming to lodge a complaint that she too has been impregnated by her son. So please, if you are there, what advice can you give to this family? What do you think they should do to this guy? And what can you advise the woman to do? Because they are all in dilemma. They don't know what to do. 10 ladies pregnant, very heavily pregnant for one boy, 18 years old boy, including his boss's daughter, and a sales girl in the same shop where he went to learn a trade, 18 years old guy. So it's like it's a challenge. Please, if you have any idea, any advice, anything you can say about this topic, please drop it at the comment section, because as it is hot now, they are waiting for advice. They are confused. They don't know what to do. So please, is it that the training, the upbringing of the boy, is it that there is a fault in the upbringing, or is it that the society, this thing is so free, so cheap now that he can afford to? Very fine, classy girls, though. So for him to have been able to go through all of them to succeed in having his way to the extent of impregnating, who knows whether it's only once he went to them and they all became pregnant. Okay, he doesn't have any other job to his doing apart from just sleeping with girls. Or what do you think? Is it a kind of a voodoo, or a kind of a projection, or a kind of what is it that you think that is responsible for this kind of an act? And then what do you advise the mother to do? How can she take care of 10 grandchildren? And nobody knows how many children that will be that too. Some could be twins. So she'll end up taking care of maybe more than 10 children for a 18-year-old boy, son, that was sent to go and learn a trade. He has not even left. The master drove him back. Now, of course, meanwhile, he has impregnated the master's daughter too. So please, if you have heard this story, let me know. And let us have your own idea, your own view, your own counsel, your own suggestion. What do you think that went wrong, or who is at fault? And what do you think can be done in this kind of a situation? So thank you for always watching our video. Thank you for always liking and sharing. Please like this video, share it, let other people get to know and drop their own advice, their own suggestion over this matter, because it's really a serious issue right now. Oh, it's all over the internet. It's an Igbo guy. And if you know Igbo tribe, you know that they are into this kind of sending people children, or sending their children to go and learn a trade in the hands of people they call their oga. The guy who trained them for like 4 years, 5 years, depending on the number of years they agreed on. And after they have been trained, they have mastered the trade, the master will establish them, give them something that they can use and establish themselves. And then if the person's family has something, he or she, the family will add for him to start off something of his own. So this guy just went barely 3 months, only 3 months, impregnated the boss's daughter, impregnated a sales girl. He was sent home. He now went to the village and started the job. Eight extra people, 8 ladies, now heavily pregnant for him. So please drop your own idea or your own advice or your own suggestion, because we are into this for together to make it a better place. Thank you for always watching, and see you next time. So right now we're actually going to look at other cases. We're going to look at other cases that was brought to our table. Apart from this guy that impregnated somebody, some other cases were brought to our table that about a girl who has been pregnant, who has been with a guy. She met this guy. The guy talked to her. She fell in love with the guy, started going out with him. The first day she went to the guy's house, she found out the guy had nothing in his house. The guy had only a table and a mat. He didn't even have any bed. He did not have any bed in his house. So this lady now decided, well, that he liked the guy. They were all, kept on going out with him. So along the line, she started going to the guy's house, but she will now be the one that will be bringing her money to do the cooking, to do one or two things for the guy. At the end of the day, the guy's mom passed on. Not her mom, not his mom, the grandmother, because he is an orphan, no father, no mother, but he still has his grandmother. So the grandmother passed on, so she had to escort him to the village for the burial. So when her friends wanted to escort her to go with her to the village, because of the fact that the guy doesn't have anything, doesn't have any money, she didn't want the friends to come and see how bad it was, so that they would not badmouth her or laugh at her. So she decided to pull a fast one on the friends to avoid them going with her. So she went to the village with this guy. After the burial, they came back together to the city. So she decided to bring money from her own money that she saved. She's just a sales girl. It's not that she has a lot of money. She brought her own money and bought foam for him for the house, and then did one or two things. Every weekend she spends time with him. She does the cooking with her money. So all these things made the guy to feel, she now was proposed to. The guy proposed to her that he will want to marry her. And she is now looking at this man, thinking that, what does she do? How can she marry a man that cannot even, not that he even has a job, he doesn't have any job. All he does is kind of a menial job. It's not every day that the money comes in, and when the money comes in, it's usually, stipend. It's not much. So she's thinking that this guy will not be able to take care of her. No talk of taking care of her family, of her children. But he has sent his family to go to the girl's family to go and do the introduction thing, to to signal his interest to marry the girl. So the girl is now wondering, what does she do? How can she end up with this guy? Because she said coincidentally there's another guy that wants to marry her too, even though she doesn't know, because the guy has been showing her interest, but she has never been interested because she has a boyfriend. She didn't want to double date, so she wasn't pay attention to this guy. But the guy has the money, has what it takes, and can take care of her, and he wants to go and do the introduction and then start marrying her. But she's now asking, well, what does she do? This guy that is coming, she barely knows him, but then he looks like somebody that can take care of her, but he is short. She said the man is short, and that she too, she's short. That she would have loved to marry somebody who is tall, because as she is short, she wouldn't want to go for somebody who is short too. So what do you advise her to do? Does she continue with this guy that doesn't have any money? She said even this man that she's dating doesn't have any ambition. He's just like somebody who is used to anything goes, and that she said, how can she cope? How can she spend the rest of her life with that kind of a person? And this other one that has money that wants to marry her says he's short, and she doesn't want a short person because she's short. So she now said I should please bring the issue to the house for you to advise her on what to do. What does she do? Does she marry the person that doesn't have money, that cannot take care of her, that she's already befriending, or does she leave him and go ahead and marry this person that can provide for her, that can take care of her, only that he is short? So what do you advise her to do? Anyway, we already advised her, but then she said we should bring it to the house so that she will have a wider coverage. We already have advised her that she should follow her heart. If this guy is poor and he's not able to cope, but she loves him and she thinks he can make a good husband, why doesn't she engage him on a discussion? They should talk together, and she should express her fears about him, and let's see whether he can sit up and make some changes and do some things that will make him to have a steady means of income. Okay? Or then she doesn't like, obviously she doesn't like the short guy, because of course she's not dating the short guy. She may not know enough about him to make her to be able to overlook the shortness. Okay, so it's best for her to follow her heart. If she thinks this guy, he can talk to him and make him to change and take up a vocation or take up a trade or something that can make them to live happy and comfortable. If she thinks that's okay, she should go ahead with him. If she thinks that there's no way, she has tried, the man cannot change, he's just like that, but you know, some people are like that. No matter what you do, they are just there, dundee, they can't move, they can't be motivated, you know. So if she thinks he cannot be motivated, he cannot move, he cannot push, then she should leave her. He should leave him. She should leave him, because it's a red flag. A guy that does not have the financial muscle to take care of a relationship cannot work. That relationship it has even started failing without without the relationship starting. So the best bet for her is to leave that guy that is a broker, since he doesn't have anything and he doesn't want to push himself to have something. The relationship will not work unless she's ready to be the one that be the master in the relationship, providing everything. If she was ready for that, well, she can go ahead. And then this short person, since she says she doesn't like a short person, no need for her to even go there, because he is not going to change tomorrow. This one that is a broke guy might even change tomorrow and become comfortable. But this short person, since she doesn't like it, that height is not going to get increased. So the best thing is for her to just not even bother going there at all. So, or what do you think she should do? Can still drop your advice at the comment section there so that she can pick it up and work on it, because she is there waiting for your advice for her to be able to take a decision. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for always joining us at short notice, and thank you for always liking, sharing, and being there. This is a platform where we do matchmaking, where we talk about relationship, we talk about how to build our relationships and make it to be. We take counsel, we give counsel, we learn together, we learn how to improve our relationship together. We take relationship issues, relationship stories, and work on them to make our relationships better. So if you are there anytime you see us live, it's time for matchmaking. If you want a partner, it's always interactive session. Anytime we're online, anytime we're on live, it's time for interaction. You can always come up to the screen and make your own contribution, or make your own advice, or make your own suggestion. Or if you want a partner, want somebody, want a soulmate, it's always the best time for you to come up and make your proposal known to everybody. So thank you for your presence. Thank you for being there. Please like this video, share it, and follow us for more. Thank you. See you next time. There is another exciting edition. Bye.